Welcome back, YouTube. And for those who do not know me, hello, my name is Noah. And on my channel, we talk about death, true crime, haunted people, places, and things, spiritual reparations, and how you can fuck around and find out. If you are not subscribed here, bestie, go ahead and subscribe. When you're watching the video anyway, subscribe while you're here and turn your notification bells on. And if you are not following me on TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook, go ahead and follow me over there as well. Today's episode will be a little bit different from our normal content because I will be chatting with Trinity Oracles. And if you have never heard of these three psychic sisters, they bring the heat. I'm going to leave their channel down below because they've made some of the craziest predictions you've ever heard of. You've heard the predictions come to fruition. Look at the dates of their videos, okay? Because they clock tea and they bring it hot. All right, so we're going to go ahead and interview them. And at the end of this interview, they will be reading me. And baby, they dragged me. They read me for filth. And I loved it. And I will be back. And I will be posting their booking links so that you guys can get read for filth as well. Go over to their channel and subscribe. Their content is really just that good. It is very similar to mine, except they got spirit to back them every way possible. They are the bee's knees, and I love these sisters now. Thank you so much for coming on my channel and showing all of my subscribers how wonderful you guys are, and I can't wait to link up with you guys again. And I don't have many guests, but I checked out you guys' content. I loved it, loved it, loved it. I was amazed. So just introduce us to your brand, who you are, what you ladies do.
Okay. Well, we're Trinity Oracles. We're three real blood-related psychic sisters. We all do personal readings. I do animal readings. Candace does dream interpretation and personal readings. Jasmine does energy work. Jasmine does a whole bunch of stuff.
Okay. Listen, we always talk about psychics and the paranormal on my channel. I never thought that I would ever have the pleasure of meeting three people that are actually related and have this gift. Is it hereditary that was this passed to you? Who else is psychic in your family?
Everybody, yeah. Everybody, yes. But they don't call themselves psychic. They just say we know stuff.
Exactly. Okay. Exactly. Okay. Yeah. So like I said, I've never met a psychic before ever, let alone three of them. But how does this even happen? Like, how did you guys figure out that you may have a gift that is different than everybody else's?
Yeah, we all went on our own. We all had our own different journeys. Of course, we know we're different ages, so we're like, I was 8, she was in high school, maybe middle school, high school.
I've always known stuff. Like I was always called like a wise soul. Like I just knew things. Oh, this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. But when we really figured out we had gifts, like I said, it's different for me. As a teenager, I have like a really weird story. It's either you believe it or you don't. It's
I had a weird story too. Yeah.
Yeah. Erica has a weird story. I don't know if you want us to share our different stories because
yes, please. I'm nosy. We besties now. Please tell me your stories because it's like one day you wake up and you know things and I can't even imagine. So what is your story?
Yes. So for me, I was always interested in stuff. Like I would be trying to read books like on how to move pens with my mind and bend spoons and but I didn't think I was like psychic until actually I was in a 99-cent store and I always knew things, but I never heard spirit, like never. Standing in line, I was probably like 15, 16. And standing in line, there's a bunch of playing cards just sitting there. And all of a sudden, I hear this male voice. Buy those playing cards. I literally started shaking. I'm looking around, a lightning voice. I didn't know it was Archangel Michael at the time.
I heard him too.
I didn't know. So I look back at my mom. My mom's sitting there. And I'm like, I'm the only one that heard this.
Right.
So I'm just that? Like, for real. So then I ignored it. And then because I was so scared. But like I ignored it. And then all of a sudden I heard, buy those playing cards. Like, the guy from State Farm, that deep voice? Like, yes. Imagine that times 100. That's how booming the voice was. But it sounds like that. But 10 times louder, 10 times stronger. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm shaking. And I bought the playing cards. So I get home and I'm like, okay, I bought the playing cards. Like, what do you want me to do? And I heard you can do psychic readings by using cards.
Oh, wow.
So yes. And like I said, it's either one of those stories, either you believe it or you don't. So I started actually, no joke, I started actually playing with the playing cards, and I was kind of like pulling cards out. I instantly knew what those cards meant. I didn't know, never played with cards before, never tried a psychic reading, never researched it. And then I was like, huh, this means this, this means this, this means this. And I was pulling cards on my friends and different things, and things were, I was like accurate with stuff. So then I looked it up, and it was called cartomancy. And that was actually how people started, that was one of the ways that people started reading the cards and stuff like that. And then it was just like the trickle effect. Next, I'm looking into oracle cards, tarot cards, and different things like that. But that was my the beginning. Other than that, I had so many other paranormal, like ghosts grabbing my feet, shaking my bed.
Listen, that's okay. So that was one of my questions.
That was one of the questions.
How is paranormal life for y'all? Since y'all can speak to spirit, does it come off different? Does it spook you? Because it's like you already are psychic. Add in a ghost. Okay, add in an actual like spirit. So how is the paranormal for you guys versus if my paranormal experience probably?
Annoying.
Some are annoying and some are scary. Like when I was in high school, I came home, nobody was home. I was like, oh yes, nobody's home. It's be in the house by myself. And I went into my room and I was just sitting on my floor. I don't know what I was doing. And I kept hearing heavy breathing, like a male breathing over and over again. And I was like, maybe I thought it was me. I was like, I just ran upstairs. I'm tired. Maybe it's me. But I was like, I don't breathe that heavy. So I go like this, and I put my hand over my mouth and my nose to stop the breathing, and I kept hearing it over and over again. And I was like, okay, this is weird. And I left the house. I was like, I'm not doing this.
Yes. No, and people always assume because I tell these stories or I talk about the paranormal that I am just that brave. No, I'm still scared cat. That's why I said, how do y'all deal? How do y'all deal? Because it's just crazy. Like, do you guys see spirits sometimes or do you just hear them?
I see them, I can hear them. I used to work at a bar, and it was actually an old military base, and the guy I used to work with, he was a hardcore pothead. So I started working, that was new, and I was like, what is that walking back and forth down the hallway? It was just a black shadow all day long, and then you can never see it face on. It was just like through your peripheral vision. So every time I turned on my peripheral vision, it would drop down behind the bar, and then I'd look, and then you can see it. And then I'd hear a super loud whistling. I'm like, you guys don't hear that whistling? And they're like, no. And we used to have music on. It was a bar, and it was just so loud. And then the guy was like, you see that and you hear that? I thought I was just smoking too much pot. I see this ghost. And then he told me he was closing by himself. He walks down the hallway with the money bag, the deposited, and then he bumped into a man with the old school military outfit, and he said it was so real. He felt it. He goes, oh, I'm so sorry. And then he was like, wait a minute, I'm in here by myself at 11 o'clock at night. And I was like, I don't want that experience.
Oh my gosh. And see, my daughter, I think she has to get the sight, but she's seen some pretty scary stuff. So like, we try not to even talk about it, and it kind of has subsided. But I would lose my shit. I'm sorry. I have had things where I could see it in my peripheral, but I'd be like, not my business. Did you see that? I didn't see it. I didn't hear nothing.
It's weird.
Yes, it is. But does it ever scare you? Like you guys don't feel scared, or is it just like
I used to, and I got fed up. I used to hear voices and stuff and heavy breathing. I used to try to go to sleep, and it happened for months. And I thought I was schizophrenic. This started in high school, and I was like, I must be schizophrenic. So I noticed that it only happened when I was in my room, either meditating or trying to go to sleep. I was in a relaxed state. And then I was like, I must be psychic or something like that. And they used to call my name, and I was like, you guys know what? Shut up. I don't want to deal with it anymore.
Don't say my name. We don't
But the thing is, though, they left, though. When I told them, like, to leave, they actually left. I never heard them again.
Yeah. That's what I used to tell people. That's what a lot of people who can see paranormal stuff, they'd say, like, set the boundary and tell them, like, we don't want to talk. Goodbye. I used to have a call-in show with Austin Alvarez, and a lot of people would call in and try to get my advice and ask, like, what should I do about this spirit harassing me? I'm like, tell it to go. Set the boundary. But it's just funny that they still have a sense of understanding, like, okay, I'm being annoying. Let me go. Thanks, for the AC, but I'm gone.
Sometimes you need someone else to go up in there. Some they don't want to leave. Sometimes they actually are attached to you, and Jasmine actually does that work when she does like the attachments for people and cleansing. Those similar stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
I've
gonna
seen
hit
some
you up,
scary
Destiny,
stuff on
because
people.
I don't know. I don't know if it's the spirit that's attached to me. I don't know what's what. I would hope that I don't have anything attached to me, but you know, sometimes the spiritual hygiene gets thrown to the wayside whenever you are so busy and just cannot get it together. So we're gonna have a conversation after this.
That's spiritual hygiene. And then you put on a shirt, spiritual hygiene.
Oh no, that spiritual hygiene is so important.
That's a good one.
Lacking. I'm not perfect. I am only a woman, but and I'm glad to know that I thought it was just me. And I was talking to my patrons, and they were like, "No, we get so busy. We don't take our spirit baths. We don't cleanse correctly, and then we wondering why we seeing stuff at night and having bad dreams and being attacked during sleep paralysis."
Okay.
So I'm gonna hit you up on that one, and then I just have a question. What does spirit think about what I talk about on my channel, which is mermaids, shapeshifters, the Wendays, fairies, all the things that they told us were figments of our imagination?
Let's pull that card. We gotta pull our card. No problem.
So what does spirit think? Spirit likes that you're talking about this.
Yeah, do they think it's real? Because I do. Sometimes I feel like they make me sound crazy in the comments of my YouTube videos, especially. But
it's your Destiny card, yeah.
Oh, you got Destiny?
I got the same thing too.
Which card is that?
This is destiny. This is your destiny. This is part of your life purpose to expose people to the paranormal.
Yeah, and then I got this card, which is a girl going through like a mirror, and they say you're actually opening people's consciousness and minds to different things that they need to know.
Exactly.
So they said they're actually very proud of you, and they're like, "We're glad you're having fun with it."
Exactly.
Yes. It gets up to be a lot. You know, I had to learn that since I gotten the views on YouTube. Sometimes I just cannot read the comments because a lot of it is so negative. It will literally discourage you. So I've stopped reading the comments, but they told me I was crazy. They told me I need to check myself in. And I'm like, it's just little mermaids, just little spirits.
No,
don't be afraid.
Exactly. And you know what's so funny is they said, you're here to dispel rumors around people who think they have mental health issues. And it's like, no, you're not crazy. You're actually, like how Erica thought she was schizophrenic. You know, when she was a teenager, you know, and then it's like, no, you're not crazy. You're seeing portals, you're seeing mermaids, you're seeing this. So it's like, you don't need to go to the insane asylum. Like, I see it, you see it, let's connect. So you're here
and
to,
I love that
and dispel those
rumors. Telling you, I would have never gotten online if I had, my daughter, she has such a bad paranormal experience to the point of like, I was about to, my backlight. I was about to like literally take her to a hospital until I left the house and took her on vacation and hired a house sitter, and the house sitter was seeing the same things. And it lasts a full 12 hours. She got there at like 8 and was out of the house by 3 a.m.
Wow.
And so I was just like, there's got to be something else to all this. And so I started doing all this research, and I'm like, okay, this is really real. Not everything is CGI. Not everything can be made on a computer. So that was something that I wanted to ask. Like, is this real? Is this okay to be talking about? Because sometimes I'll be like, maybe I should not make this video. I think I'm talking too much, you know? Because some things are better left unsaid, I feel like.
That's true.
Some things. Now, you guys predicted some pretty amazing things over the last, I want to say year. So what are some of the things that you predicted that came to fruition?
Well, we have a couple. This is like over probably like a 4-year span, but we got the Titan submarine blow up. We predicted it was going to blow up.
You did. That was scary.
The Trump, we talked about 2 years before Trump did the attempted coup. We said that was going to happen.
Yeah, the January 6th insurrection.
We did the Roe versus Wade turnover. We predicted that.
And people did not believe us.
They were like,
no way. There's no way that's going to happen. Exactly.
I'm going to link that video in the description down below just so that they could go back and see and look at the dates. Now, I said here, I wasn't trying, my apologies, but over the last 4 years, you guys have been making these predictions. Okay, so go ahead. I'm sorry. What else?
No, it's fine. We said the COVID vaccine was going to be released in October. Rihanna and Usher were going to do the Super Bowl. Okay. Donald Trump getting indicted. Jamie Foxx, we said he was going to have a near-death experience or die. We talked about Lizzo Lizzo's employees talking about harassment. Taylor Swift driving up ratings for the football league, which she has. It's gone up, I think, 80% since she's been going to football games.
With that guy. I'm not a football guy. I just know that's Taylor Swift's boyfriend.
That's a fake relationship, but
yeah, of course.
We said Beyonce was going to have a hair care line for the BTS fans. We said BTS was going to enroll in the military, and that BTS was going to get political, and they went to go hang out with Biden and Kamala Harris.
Yeah, so and that's just a few.
That's just a few. We have a ton of it.
I would love that you guys mix spirituality with like celebrity tea. It's so different that it's like a niche that I've never seen before. And even though, because I think they think us spiritualists are just incense and sunshine. All we do is listen to meditation music. I'm like, we're human. We like the tea too. So it's kind of cool that you guys incorporate the two niches together. I'm like, I still watch Daddies, okay? I am nowhere near perfect. So that makes me like happy. I was binge watching your content. I'm like, hey, I really like them. Like
thank you.
I'm trying to incorporate more than one niche, and it's hard. You guys have done it seamlessly. So you guys are doing a great job, and I want everybody to go and follow, because you guys do tarot, you guys do all kind of readings, correct?
Yeah, we use we do oracle card readings.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's what we use.
Yeah. We do mediumship readings. Like I said, Erica does animal readings
and personal readings.
Yeah, and then personal readings,
dream interpretation.
Yeah. So it's we got everybody covered across the board.
Yes, I know, because I'm gonna get my daughter reading. She has extreme anxiety, and I don't know why. I have no idea.
Yeah.
She didn't have it as a puppy, but she just has it now. And you also teach.
Yeah, we have a course called the Oracle Card Readers Academy, where we teach people how to read cards just like us and get details. People always like, how in the world do you guys pull that out there? So we teach you all the tips in our it's a beginner's Oracle Card Readers Academy. Yeah.
Oh, that would be fun. And please send me all the links. I'm gonna put everything in the description because I love you guys' content, and I feel like my audience would just love it as well. It needs to be seen. So send me everything that you have, and I'm gonna put it down below. Now, I did ask if you ladies would mind reading me. Of course, I don't know if it's the general. I don't know how. I've never been read by psychics, so y'all just gonna have to. And my little tarot cards put me to shame. So you guys just tell me how it works, and then we can go from there.
Okay. Your real name is Noah, right?
No.
Okay, that's okay. That's I wrote your name down. People like, that's not her name.
I'll edit that part out. So my name is. I do that because I don't want to be doxxed.
We're psychic already. We knew that. Like,
that name it doesn't fit your energy. So I'm like, that name does not.
No, it's not. And a lot of people don't realize it. So whenever I'm out in public and somebody's like Noah, I'm like, huh? Because no one calls me that except for people online.
Yes.
When we were getting ready for this podcast, maybe a couple hours before, maybe 2-3 hours before, your daughter, when you said you had a daughter, I was like, oh, that's who I was thinking about. And they said that with your daughter, they said your daughter is going to follow in your footsteps. They said he's going to be very positive. They said you're going to be very proud of her.
Oh, that's
They said very, very proud of her. And they said she's naturally psychic. And they said when she says stuff, they said, don't be like, oh, like scared of it. Just be like, okay.
That's what I've been trying to do for the last almost 12 years. She still scares me.
Her spirit guide said that. So if you're okay, they said she'll be more comfortable instead of being scared.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they did say she's going to follow in your footsteps, but not too close.
Yeah.
So there's going to be kind of like her own crowd, her own niche, her own like.
They said for her generation, like she'll be like you for, I don't know how old she is. They said for her generation. Like you have your thing, then your daughter has her thing, and it's
okay. Exactly. They said for you, do you have trouble channeling when you do readings?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. They keep bringing up for you the key. Number one, your crown chakra is open, but they said the key for you is you need to go outside barefoot and bring it down on earth. And they said that's you'll be able to get details.
Okay, hold on. Like go outside barefoot.
Barefoot, and if you want to do a reading, you need to do your readings outside.
Okay.
Because they keep saying you're not grounded to the earth to actually bring down the information to her. They're like, it goes right here, and then it's like gets fuzzy like a TV, like an old school TV, and then when you go outside, it'll go boom, and then it'll come.
Yes. Okay. That makes sense because that's exactly how I describe it. Whenever I'm doing readings, I'll just sit there and I'm like, just hold on because I'm getting a bunch of information, but none of it, I can't sort it out. Like I just need a second. So I'll always do that. And I pause my readings. I close them a lot because of that. So that's why when you said, do you have problems? I'm like, yeah.
Exactly. And you also work more with masculine energies, but you have a lot of spirit guides and angels. They're mostly all men. So they say you need to call on your male masculine energy spirit guides. They say that's who you connect with more. Which is interesting. They're like all men.
Really?
Oh,
that's amazing.
Yeah. There's an elderly gentleman coming forth. I'm not sure if it's your grandfather, great-grandfather. But this person brings up this message saying, keep driving. So I don't know if there's issues with you being scared about driving, anxious about driving. He's like, keep driving. You're not going to get in an accident. Keep driving. You have such a fear-based mentality, he said. He's like, keep driving.
That is a well-kept secret that I do not like to drive. No one knows that. No one knows that. I'm scared of the freeway. I do not like driving at all.
Yeah. He keeps saying that. He's like, you're not going to get in an accident. Keep driving. Keep driving. He also brought up about needing to be in nature more. You need to get out wherever you're living at, because I don't know if you have it disclosed on the internet or not. I'm not going to bring it up. But wherever you're living, it's not that you need to move, but you need more nature. So whether it's, let me go to somewhere that has more nature. Let me go to the spa that maybe in a different state with more nature, different things like that. Okay. He also said, get it together with like your YouTube, build your family. So I don't know if you think about building a membership, building a community within YouTube or a bigger thing, but it's like focus more on YouTube. He's like, get it together, like focus more. Like, okay. And then also, there's something with your mom. Is your mom still living or is she deceased?
She's still living.
Okay, because he goes, you need your mom.
Yes. Yeah. She's still living. She recently, within the last couple of years, had a stroke. So she's a little bit different than what she used to be. And I kind of miss my, the way she used to be. So yes, I do need my mom a lot. Like
Also, you're good. Also, spirit guides. I got the earth element card and the water element card. I don't know if you're thinking about traveling, taking this show. They keep saying taking this show on the road, but they said it'd be fun to go to certain places and be like, hey, this is the history of, like New Orleans, for example. This is the history of blank, blank, blank. Talk about the paranormal stuff. And your spirit guide said, it's time to think outside the box. This is the Aquarius card. Aquariuses are normally peace and love. They're the hippies. But they said it's like you need to think outside the box.
And it's so funny because they said that will increase your YouTube channel. And they said, think of like ancient aliens. You know how they travel to science? They keep saying, like, think of like ancient aliens like that. And it's so funny because he brings up your mom again. He's like, you need to incorporate your mom more in your life.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
And that's why he's like, you miss your mom because you need to incorporate, even though she's different and you miss that way of her, but you still need her. You know what I mean?
I still need her. Yes.
And go to the gym, young lady, he says.
Knowing about my little 30-pound weight gain in the last year.
Because he said cholesterol, because cholesterol issues run in the family, blood pressure, heart issues. He's like, it's your cholesterol. Go to the gym, young lady.
That is crazy. I just had a doctor's appointment and my blood pressure and cholesterol wasn't mentioned this time, but it has been. And I do have a heart issue. So he's like, whoever this is reading me. just dragging me, dragging me for filth. But I needed that because, listen, I don't listen. I'm hard-headed. My mom lives here in Las Vegas, and we do not see each other enough at all.
Exactly.
You know, very busy schedules, but we got to make time. So everything you're saying is on point.
Yeah. And another thing, Spirit said your house isn't balanced enough. They said you need to bring in the elements.
Like a feng shui person.
Yeah, like a feng shui person. Yeah. 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 They said bring in the elements. They keep showing something like seashells in your home. Yeah, people don't like that look, but they said you need to bring in like seashells, water noises. Yeah, plants. They keep saying they got like a waterfall, plants.
Okay.
They said diffusers, but the scent kind of so everybody could smell
like
it.
Aroma, make it a very zen peace.
Yes,
exactly.
There's balance in my house. I have 4 kids, and I spend a lot of time in this office. Okay,
exactly.
I can see that for sure.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what you do for energy clearing, but your spirit guide said whatever you do, you actually do keep your internal energy pretty clear, despite all the stuff you do. I saw some of your channel, you were going like haunted house and stuff like that. They said you actually do keep your energy actually pretty clean, which is good. Yeah. But they said for you, for something to sell, they said start selling clearing stones for people.
What are those?
Clearing stones, like you can get they said you work They said you're good at like connecting with clearing stones and people buying them, they'll actually work for them. So if they're doing the same type of work you're doing, like either readings or going to paranormal places, they can like bring them and it'll help keep their energy clear.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And then I had a question really quick that maybe you can ask, my folks over there. Can you ask them, what do they think about manifesting? That's what I'm going to say. What should I be doing with manifesting? Because I am so confused, and hopefully they don't know what I'm talking about. Okay.
Okay. They said you need to work with the fire element more. This is upside down. You're not working with it, so you need to work with it. They keep showing you like writing something down and then burning it. Yeah. Okay. But burn it safely. They said burn it safely. They said watch it. And they said make sure but make sure the flame, you see it go away. Don't just burn it and then walk off. They said please don't do that.
Okay.
They keep bringing up a representation of a female in your life. You need to work with like a shaman per se, or because they keep saying they're like work with a shaman, because I keep seeing a woman very well versed in the craft.
Yeah,
manifestation, but being able to clear blocks and different things. And it's so funny because I keep hearing Oshun over and over and over, but there's also someone you need to work with, a shaman who also maybe works with Oshun and other Orishas to help you with this, because it's going to take it to the next level. The next level, which you feel it there, and you're like, what do I need? What do I like? How do I do it? By the way, though, there is some type of like personal product line, possibly hair products or an endorsement of hair products or hair care or something coming for you. So either you're coming up with a line or you endorse these like hair care products. It's going to sell well. And they also said the future is looking bright for you. So someone sick around you will make a full recovery. So either they're sick now or will be getting sick soon, but they're going to make a full recovery. And they said, we want you to know that so you can worry less.
Oh my God. Okay. Yeah.
It's a slow recovery though. So they said this slow, it's not overnight, but it's a full recovery. So it's easy for me and spirit to say, well, this is like a grandfather. I'm supposed to be grandfather or great grandfather because it's a male here.
I'm like, who is this? I never knew my grandfather.
It's your dad's side. So I think this is a grandfather or great grandfather on your dad's side.
He white?
He's not showing me what he looks like. I feel his energy, and he's just talking to me. And he keeps saying there's a total of 11. So I don't know why he's bringing up 11. I don't know if there's like 11 ancestors that are here and he's the main one talking, or like 11 children. I don't know what he just said. There's a total of 11.
I know nothing about, and that's the crazy part. I know nothing about my dad's side. I didn't meet him until I was 18, and he passed away when I was 21. So I have no idea, but I do venerate his side of the family as well. I just don't know what my grandfather, well, I know what my great-great-grandfather looks like. That's why I asked, is he white? But either way, I still do venerate them and all that.
Exactly.
So,
there's also a
it's so
trip
funny.
Oh,
go ahead.
Oh, they said for you, there's also a trip to Arizona. You're going to be going to spiritual retreats also.
That's where you find the woman.
Yes, spiritual retreat. And they said don't feel guilty about going, just go. I know you have 4 kids. They're like, just go by yourself.
Yeah.
They said you're not feel guilty about it, but they said it's needed. And they said also when you go to these, start getting, if you want to make more money, start getting like affiliate links, like some people invite you to their spas and be like, hey, you go and I got cleansed or I had this massage, it was amazing, here's an affiliate link, and then you get paid or a discount, something like that.
Yes. It's so funny because I'm trying to host spiritual retreats, and I had not heard anything about Arizona, but I know Arizona is probably going to be in the next move, just because what Jackson was saying is that my husband needs a kidney. He is in kidney failure. So whenever you said someone's sick next, he needs a kidney, and it's long term. And so we were trying to go to the Mayo Clinic to get on the list there as well, and that's an I'm like, okay, spiritual retreats, Arizona
trip.
Yeah, everything that you guys are saying is very much on point. Like, we have not talked before this. We tested this system. Y'all don't know me from Adam, okay?
Exactly.
What you're saying is, on point. The product line, Manifesty is my store, and I'm trying to expand it into like a retail store, like a walk-in. And I don't know what to do. Like, I have the application. I'm worried about so many other things, about how I'm going to make this happen. I have the space that I want to do it in. I have everything, but I'm just scared that I won't be approved. So I was like, what's going on with Manifesty, So that's why I wanted to ask, but it sounds like everything.
They keep saying shaman. They're like, a shaman will see you through. This is something you cannot do on your own. And it doesn't mean that your abilities are less than, but sometimes you need somebody neutral to get in. Exactly, who's able to get in and is like, oh, okay, we're going to shift this, and boom, and release those blocks, and you're good to go.
Yes, because I do feel like certain things are blocked for me. I do feel like certain energy is sent to me that isn't necessarily nice energy, so I worry about that sometimes, that the things that are meant for me, they're meant for me, of course, they're going to send it, but it's drama whenever it comes, and I don't want the drama.
For real.
I don't want it.
For real.
But thank you so much, ladies. I had such a wonderful time. Your reading was on point. I'm leaving your link for everything in the description because I truly enjoyed you guys' company. I'm actually going to be in your neck of the woods. I'm trying to, and I would love to just meet up, have coffee, or have lunch.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I truly appreciate all of you, for real, for real. That reading was amazing. I'm gonna book another one. While I'm like, girl, did we just read you?
You're good. Looking forward to it. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Baby, when I say I was shook, I called my mama, my sister, my husband, the ancestors after that reading, because I had never had a reading with psychics. This is a service that I will be paying for. Okay, because sometimes you just need a little guidance, and they're here to give it to y'all. Y'all make sure that you're booking your readings, that you're going to their page and interacting with their content. I promise you will not regret it. And until next time, y'all do good, be good, stay safe, and book with Trinity Oracles and subscribe to their page, please. Thank you. Love y'all down.